Good morning, everyone. It's clayrammage back again with another garage sale haul this time. Went to a couple garage sales in our neighborhood. It's Wednesday. I usually don't go on Wednesdays, but there are a couple in our town, Minnetonka, this morning. So went to those and found some good stuff. So we'll show you what we got. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It's been great to see the numbers growing consistently. I'm a reseller and deal in antique and vintage items mostly. So although I'm dabbling in some newer stuff like clothes and electronics and stuff like that. So anyway, today we got a lot of vintage stuff. So I'll just start. One of them is the Mr. Magoo comic book. And it was funny because I was talking to the people running the sale and he was like, I should just show you all my whole lot of comic books downstairs, and his wife was like, no, you won't. so I was like, well, if you're interested, let me know. So, but I did score a Mr. Magoo, so that was good. I also scored a number of books at this place. These are all kids books or young adults books. The Bobbsey twins, you hear about them quite a bit. Here's the book, The Bobbsey Twins in the Country. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Just old books are just great. Of course, this was by Janet Scott. 1950 is the publishing date. Pages are quite yellowed. Just means that it's a high acid content paper, so that's why they yellow with age. This one I bought. I have no idea what it is, but I bought it strictly for the cover art. Look at that. Is that like the most awesome cover art? And of course the spine has the same kind of dust jacket. This one, can you guess? Yep, 1970, Zondervan Publishing. So this is actually a Christian book. Oh, the guy is from the University of Minnesota. Oh, that's cool. This is his first book, but it won't be his last. To look. Oh, it does have a little warp to it. Whoop. But that's okay. Again, I bought it for the cover art. Gopher Tales. This is another local book. It actually lists all the Minnesota stuff in the beginning, like the state flower, cows, bison, that kind of stuff. This was Stories from the History of Minnesota. It's called Gopher Tales. So this will be a fun little book to read too. Minnesota's beautiful capital. What date was this from? Copyright 1932 to 38. And then there's a copyright of 1946 by Lyons and Carnahan. That's interesting. Not quite sure what that means. There's two different copyright dates, and the one is a range. I've never seen that before, so I have to look into that and see. But yeah, again, needs some help. But I thought for a local book, that would be a great thing. This one, again, beautiful cover art in the spine. Elizabeth Yates book, Patterns on the Wall. Borzoi Books, which is Alfred Knopf subsidiary, 1943. So, yeah. So I thought I liked it for the cover art. Sometimes I just buy books for the cover art. And this one also, look at this, The Boy in the Woods. It's a linen cover. It's beautiful. Eleanor Blaisdell was the artist on that. And this one, illustrated. 1942. This is the third printing, July 1950. Look at that. What a beautiful little book. The Story of John James Audubon. That's why I bought it. Yes, John James Audubon book. It's like, why did I pick this one up? Because it was the story of John James Audubon. So that's basically the books I got. And then, let's see. So there were 3 sales I went to. That was kind of the middle sale. At that sale, I also picked up these 2 frames, vintage frames. This one's coming apart. And I'm holding So As you guys know, I lot these up and sell these in lots of 4 to 6. Do really well. I found, let's see, this one. Oh, there's these. Okay. So I found these little ceramic mice. I was going to say mouses, but we'll be proper. These 2 ceramic mice for 50 cents. I just thought they were darling. They're not salt and pepper shakers. They're not marked. Oh, he's got a big chip in his ear. But I just thought they were darling. I don't see little mice too often like that. And then in their stuffed animal bin, I found this reindeer. What I think is supposed to be a reindeer. Kind of reminds me of Rudolph. It's a deer, definitely. Made in Japan. It's still got a little tag right there. So he's got his little dots. So he's a fawn. Yeah, thought he'd be great down at the Pink Elephant. And let's see, and then I bought this little baggie for 50 cents full of different characters. And this big bird was made in Hong Kong, so this is definitely a vintage item. He was one of the reasons I got it. Look at this rubber dog. He's definitely vintage too, if I can hold on to him. He's pretty slick. Look at that, isn't that cool? So there are a couple fun little old items. This is I believe this guy, you know, he sat in a vehicle, I believe, whether it was a tractor or a wagon or something like that. I don't see any. Usually they're marked somewhere, but I don't see any on him. And I know some people say, why do you read over your glasses when you're wearing glasses? It's because I'm nearsighted and I can't see if I don't look over them. My bifocals. Disney. Chipmunks. Anyway, Bert and Ernie, and Minnie Mouse, and again, you know, I sell these little figurines down at the Pink Elephant for like $2 to $3, so it's a no-brainer to pick up a whole baggie for 50 cents. It's a little bee, and especially when you can find some vintage items in the bags. So, and then I think that's, oh, I picked up Mr. Santa. He was 10 cents at the same sale. Nice vintage Santa. And let's see, these 2 I picked up at the first sale. So yeah, so that was pretty much what I found at that sale. Then the first sale, I found a lot of great vintage items, including 2 bags of different characters. This one is full of animals, some little miniature farmers, which are marked. So I won't go through all of these today, but this was part of the reason I picked up this bag. There's a vintage Care Bears, there's a vintage My Pony, and all of those have great value. In fact, let me just, this one, let me take it, open it up, because this was the one that I was more excited about. Made in Hong Kong, Hasbro Bradley, 1986, patent pending. So somebody braided their little thing and the rubber band is stiff as a board. But yeah, so those can be quite valuable. This little Care Bears figurine. There's another one. And then there's some modern stuff, like Shrek characters. Oh, here's a Minnie Mouse, Buzz Lightyear, Superman, Toy Story. What are these guys? Oh, these are, yeah. Anyway, I don't know all these modern characters, but for 50 cents, actually this one was a quarter. Funrise. So another great deal. This was a quarter, this bag of buttons. And the reason I grabbed it, I don't think there's any exciting buttons, but there's this Precious Moments bookmark. And 1993, so that was the main reason I grabbed that one. It was for the bookmark. The buttons are just the buttons. And then, oh yeah, this was from that other sale too, along with, I thought I had, this was in the 10-cent box, the little candle reindeer or deer. And this candlestick, look at that. Isn't that cool? So mid-century. Still got the tags on it. Made in Israel. Stamped in the bottom. So, doesn't look like it was ever used. So, that'll go down to the pink elephant because that mid-century modern stuff does really well. Picked up these pair of tweezers, which are West Germany made. So, very expensive tweezers, and they were 50 cents. So I grabbed those. And again, these were all at the same sale. I picked up this beautiful wooden box. I believe it was a cigar box originally. Most of the paper is gone off of it. Although, you know what? I don't think it was a cigar box. Or somebody turned it into a compartmented box. But, and small iron rivets. Anyway, but I also picked up these old wooden blocks. There's 4 large ones, and 2 small ones. And again, people like those for display or crafting or whatever. I'm going to grab a drink of coffee. Then I picked up a couple pieces of jewelry. I thought these were in a baggie. They're plastic, but I just love the color, and they've got little, jewels on them, inlaid. So picked those up. Picked up this Trifari ring. Oh yeah, I was going to look this up before I did anything. This is a Trifari ring, marked on the bottom with the Minotaur and the bow and arrow. And then just some stone bracelets, which are nice. But again, for $1, I could do that. Picked this up for $1, this nut chopper. It's a hazel atlas jar on the bottom. So, good thing there. This was interesting, I thought. This is a loomette. So it's a little vintage mini loom with the instructions. It's dated 1936 in the original box. So that was pretty cool. And I looked these up. They sell for like $15 to $20. So that was a good find, dollar-wise. Picked up this velvet jewelry box. What does that say? Gosh, I don't know what that means. But it's got the little velvet pouches for jewelry. It's got the... So it's just a really nice travel case. I don't know what that name is on there, but for $1, I thought, I'll grab it. And then I was excited about this. This was a whole box for $1 of pens and drawing instruments. This is a drafting item along with this mechanic drafting pencil. But it has a bunch of the nibs, different kinds of nibs in the box. It has a bunch of lead still in these boxes. Some of them are full, some are empty. For $1, I couldn't beat all of this. And then it had the coolest things in there, which I think are pretty cool too. I bought it for the pens, but and the nibs were these like paper clips. They're kind of unique, and they have a name on them, Perfex, P-E-R-F-E-X. So, and there's a number of those, which I thought was really cool too. So that was fun. I found this item, again, just unusual stuff, which I like. This little case, it says Yarn Works, Saugatuck, Michigan. This side is called Needle Safe, and it's with it just says patented. But then it's a magnetic needle holder, which I thought, that's really cool. And it came with some needles, so that was fun. And that was kind of everything at that sale. Oh, with the exception of, I did buy 2 of these. They're drawers. Oops, as you can tell, they're drawers. And they're Mark Schaefer, which is a pen company. So more than likely, back in the day, these would have had the either pens, probably different kinds of pens, or nibs in them. So I bought 2 of these. They were a little higher than I usually pay. They were $4 each. So, but I was excited to get those because I think those are good value. So that was all at that sale. And then at the last sale I went to, which happened to be the daughter of the people that I got this other stuff from, she lived like 4 miles away, so they were both doing garage sales on the same day. But I picked up this mat cutter. So, because I have, as you guys know, I have a lot of artwork and prints and stuff that I picked up, and I need to get to work on some of that, and that mat cutter will really help with that. So I picked that up for $4, which I thought was a great deal, because again, I can easily resell that for more. Picked up this little M.A. Hadley plate. It's a happy anniversary, a very happy anniversary plate. There's the M.A. Hadley on the back. So I just sold the M.A. Hadley Christmas plate. So hopefully we'll do well with that. This was all in the quarter. That was 50 cents, but the rest of this all came out of the quarter bin. I just picked up a Harry Potter card. I have no idea anything about Harry Potter card, but I just grabbed it. Velveteen Rabbit book, and I just noticed it got wet. It's a little wrinkly. So that one isn't worth anything, but I love this one. Remember him? The Woolly Willy? I remember playing with those for hours. 1974, it's dated. So that's a fun little item for down at the Pink Elephant. Those are the kind of things I like down there. I also remember these as a kid, playing with these for many. And this one happens to be, it's a religious one. It says, religious puzzle can be arranged in 9 positions. The numbered squares into 21 trillion sequences. There you go. This was put out by the Moody Press in Chicago. So yeah, I thought that was just a fun little puzzle. I hadn't seen one of those in a long time. Picked up this little block character for our it's a Minecraft character. Picked it up for our little nephew. And then I found a bunch of little tiny, and this is the last thing I'll show you guys, little tiny figures. So picked up this one. I think it's a crocodile with a bird on his head. That's why he looks funny. And he is marked. And what did I do with my magnifying glass? Anyway, I must have put it somewhere else. It was over there. I thought I had it right. Oh, I don't know where it is. Anyway, so this one's marked. I have to look him up. Then a little tiny pig. Oink oink. He's also marked. And a little horse. And this is a glass dinosaur, Triceratops. Isn't he cool? I had to grab him. Then there was a cross charm. And a crown charm. Yay! So that's what we found today on our fun little garage sale haul. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.